Hello everyone. This is my presentation about the network science and application courses project, and my title is the TV show ranking system based on Weber. And the contents of this presentation include 6 parts. The first part is the introduction and background. With the development of Web 2.0, there are many applications emerged with it, such as the online shopping, the online video, the social network, and the microblog, such as Twitter and Facebook, which is very familiar to everyone. And about the microblog and social network, it's kind of broadcast medium, and it changes small elements of content such as short sentences, individual images, or video links, and it has lots of valuable information which could be used in other scenarios such as statistics, sociology, and economics. And Twitter and Facebook are mainly based on English, and these three are the microblog platform based on Chinese, and this, which is Sina Weber, is the source, is the microblog, is the text source which we will use in this study. And another thing is, for the Chinese variety shows is become more and more popular among young Chinese people these days. It is in large amount and hard to choose when you wanted to see one variety show, and it is in various quality, and a ranking based on audience preference is lacking. So here comes the problem on the study. The objective of this study is focusing on developing a variety show ranking system based on the messages collected from the Sina Weber using the sentimental analysis, and in order to evaluate the performance of the classifier, the precision ratio and the recall ratio of the categories is going to be calculated, and the exactness and completeness of the classifier will be examined. The sentimental analysis is use of natural language processing, text analysis, and computational linguistics to identify and extract subjective information in source materials, and it aims to determine the altitude of a speaker or writer with respect to some topic, or the overall contextual polarity of a document. The Sina Weber API, which used in this study to connect the Weber message, is kind of open platform, and it can sharing and communication. It's kind of sharing and communication platform based on Sina Weber, and it provides communication channel with huge information and friendship. On the open platform website, developers or websites can create their own creative application to access the information in web systems through the open API. And about the existing approaches for sentiment analysis, there are 3 mainstream algorithms, which are naive Bayes, SVM, SMO. This study gives a comparison about these 3 methods, and since the comparison of these 3 algorithms is beyond my scope for this study, I only choose one algorithm, which is SVM, in this study. And about the description approach in this study, so in this page, the flowchart and program used in this study is shown here. And in the whole process, first of all, the Weber messages from Sina Weber is connected using the Weber API, and the detailed document I used to return the latest public Webers is this data's public timeline. and this can help you extract 200 latest Weibo messages in every 20 minutes, and the output file is in this format. The many things used in the sentiment analysis is the description about one Weibo message. After you connect the Weibo, you can use this Weibo crawler program, which is based on the Python, and this program is modified by myself based on one program downloaded from GitHub. This can be used to filter out the Weibo message for a specific variety show. For example, this program is used to filter out the messages related to this variety show with the name of this. And the result which filtered out is in the format of database, and in order to use it for the sentiment analysis, this save to text program, which is in this form, in this form, is used to transmit the database format into TXT format, which is more convenient for the sentimental analysis. And as an example, you can see here, this is the Weibo messages extracted out, filtered out for the Running Man, for this Running Man variety show, and this result is used for the sentimental analysis, and also the other messages for other 9 variety shows is also listed here. So after this, the sentimental analysis program is used to do the sentimental analysis for one specific variety show. In this program, this part is to set the SVM parameters, and this part is for the initialization, and this part is used for some specific used for the specific algorithm, and the calculating result is output in the format of its output, and you can get from output about the number of negative Weibo messages and number of positive Weibo messages, and then you can use these numbers to compute the rating or scores for specific variety show. After you got all that shows, you can rank all the TV shows. And in order to distinguish the emotional priority of Weibo message, the Chinese word and terms which may express customers' positive or negative emotions in a Weibo message is listed here. And this word and terms is utilized to judge the emotional priority of one Weibo message. Before we we provided the results about the sentimental analysis. Firstly, the ranking based on the attention level, which is ranked based on the number of Weibo messages connected, is shown here. And from this table, it can be seen that based on the attention level for each variety show, the most popular one is the Happy Camp, which indeed is the most popular Chinese variety show based on ranking from 2 mainstream Chinese video websites. However, the attentional level cannot reflect the audience preference or opinions on one variety show. So the sentimental analysis is based on each variety show, and the polarity ratio which is the ratio between the numbers of the positive messages and negative messages from the classification results is shown here. And also the results is ranked to give the ranking of the variety show based on polarity ratio. The sentiment analysis is done on 100 randomly selected Weibo messages. Because a relatively small sample size is easier for me to calculate. And after this, the performance evaluation of the approach is conducted. The evaluation index for text theme classification of each variety show are in the form of precision ratio and recall ratio for emotional classification of text in this article. The precision ratio tells the exactness of the classifier with respect to each class, and recall ratio tells the completeness of the classifier with respect to each class. And the A1, A2 here refer to the correct text number in all positive text and negative text, and the B1, B2 refers to the positive text and negative text number determined by classifier respectively, and C1 and C2 refer to the positive text and negative text number respectively, and A1 and A1, A2, B1, B2 meets these following definitions, where TP and FP are number of true positive and false positive messages, TN and FN are number of true negative and false negative messages. So while finding out the TP, FP, TN, and FN value for each variety show, the precision ratio and recall ratio of each positive and negative category can be calculated. And these two ratios is used to judge the exactness and the completeness of the classifier. And based on the calculation results, it can be seen that the precision ratio and recall ratio for each category is around 80%, which is relatively satisfactory completeness and exactness. One thing is that the collected negative messages for each variety show is so little due to a relatively small sample size, so only the precision ratio and the recall ratio for the positive categories are tested here. And so here comes the conclusion. Firstly, the sentiment analysis based on SVM approach is utilized into the emotional and the polarity classification of the Weibo messages related to Chinese variety show, and the exactness and completeness of the SVM algorithm based classifier is satisfactory based on the calculated results, and based on the comparison between the attention level ranking and the polarity ratio ranking, it is concluded that more accurate results could be figured out based on the social network data than pure statistical method. And also by comparing the ranking based on polarity ratio and the ranking provided by professional critics, it is also found that the ranking based on the sentiment analysis still has difference with the professional ranking. In order to solve this problem, more comprehensive algorithm is expected in the future work.